gentlemen, welcome back to Saturday Morning Cartoons, the world greatest podcast of all time, and I'm Doug McDouble's next music greatest co-host of all time and best friend extraordinaire. 39-0 now, ladies and gentlemen, on the Dad Fights and Little League Championships. Ray McFlurry II, and we are here for one thing and one thing only today, ladies and gentlemen. DC news. And before we start, who the hell is Hal Jordan?
Yeah. Oh, now we're back.
Yeah, now we're back.
Well, I'll tell you who. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose, goddammit. That's what I texted Brad immediately. I said, do you know who they cast as Hal Jordan? And he said, who? And I said, Coach Eric Taylor from the Dillon Panthers.
Yeah.
That's who's Hal Jordan, baby.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you his real name. Josh Chandler, maybe?
Yes.
Coach Eric Taylor. That's who I know him as deep in my heart.
I know him as the police officer that was blown up by a bomb in Grey's Anatomy.
There you go. He was also the federal agent that Leo DiCaprio tried to bribe in Wolf of Wall Street.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, it's still clear eyes, full heart. Can't lose.
Fucking Panthers,
you know,
baby.
as Panthers.
That's what I'm talking about.
Until season 7, when they screwed him, he had to go over to East Dillon and rebuild it with Michael B. Jordan. Then it's East Dillon. Looked at the wrong camera. I'm not used to this new setup.
I know.
And it's East Dillon.
So different now. Let's get into it, dude.
Let's get into it.
We both let's
cross our legs and let's really get into it.
Let's talk shop. Let's girl talk. Let's get some wine out.
It's Tea Time with the Sissies.
Oh,
that is a podcast name that my cousin Shane came up one time because we started hitting our vape cartridge and just, stone yapping. And she always said we should start a podcast. And then she came up with the name Tea Time with the Sissies. That was always that
makes me so happy.
That's kind of what we're doing now. Yeah. Let's get into it. Kyle Chandler.
Yeah. The plot leak apparently is that Hal Jordan dies at the end of the season.
It is. Well, the reason they're saying that is because the contract he signed was only for a TV show. There was no movie component or no future Hal Jordan appearance in this original contract, is how all the reports that I saw. So I don't know about a script leak, but that shit I heard was from just the contract he signed.
Okay.
So there was already talks of an older Hal Jordan trying to mentor the young Jon Stewart, and he's going to be the DCU Green Lantern.
Yeah.
This makes sense. I think that's why a lot of people are leaning into it, because of that. Plus, the contract was just a TV one series long kind of thing.
Let's be very, very real. We didn't give a shit.
No.
Who was going to be Hal Jordan?
No.
As long as it wasn't Josh Brolin.
That would have been weird.
Let's be very real. All right? Apparently,
I am much more happy with Kyle Chandler.
They couldn't get the money down. That's what stopped him.
I heard the report that before Kyle Chandler said yes to Hal Jordan, there were 5 major actors that turned down the role. And there was also a report that I don't believe for a second that the 2011 Ryan Reynolds movie went into a lot of these 5 people turning it down, went into their decision making, the impact their decision.
I
don't believe that for a second.
No, I believe
that is there's no way that anybody holds any weight like that. A 2011 movie in this day and age, there's no way they felt like that was going to be tied to their DCU Max show.
How terrible and how, because they probably saw
it wasn't. Here's the thing with that movie. Was it bad? Yes. But it wasn't Ryan Reynolds' worst movie. It wasn't the worst DC movie. No. It probably won't ever be No. It's I don't understand. They talk about it like it was actually Morbius, level bad. It was just Ryan Reynolds over the year has done more harm to the perception of this movie than this movie was bad, I think. I don't think that for if Josh Brolin turned this down because I think that was the report. It was Josh Brolin and who we talked about him before.
Timothy Olyphant. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I don't believe for a second that the 2011 Ryan Reynolds movie went into their decision making for it. I have a hard time believing anybody's putting any weight into that.
So Josh couldn't do it because of money. Timothy Olyphant couldn't do it because of it came down to a scheduling conflict with what they were finally trying to get everything done. And the other ones were because of the fear is what they were talking about, which is in all reality.
I don't believe it.
Was it a bad movie like Ray said? Fuck yeah. But was it the worst DC film to date? No.
No. And when we would talk about like the 10 worst DC movies, I could probably not, like, I could put 10 below it. Like, I don't think it's even that bad. Like, in the grand scheme of all DC movies ever made, it's not like it's a worst 10.
So we'll say Green Lantern's number 1.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying right now? Okay, so below it, that's worse. The Suicide Squad movie with Jared Leto, Morbius.
Well, Morbius is not.
Oh, not Morbius. Fuck, dude, Black Adam. That's what I was thinking. I didn't like Black Adam compared to it. Shazam 2 and Shazam 1 was actually kind of good.
I'm not even talking EU. You know, like we could we go back to like Superman Returns type era, like all the way back. Brandon like Routh. It's not like it's in the worst DC movie conversation. It's not even close. It's not even close. Genuinely, I feel like Ryan Reynolds' like continued jokes about it have done worse for the movie than how bad it actually was when it originally came out.
The Flash was terrible.
The Flash is easily
way worse.
The Flash should be in that. The Flash should turn people off from taking the role in DCU. If that was a report, I would believe it. But I don't believe that 2011 or whatever. You know, later, I don't think that's people are holding any stock with that. I have a hard time believing those reports.
Studios not wanting, or investors and producers not wanting to be in it because of that. Because of how big, because like what we talked about a couple episodes ago with Seth Rogen and Danny McBride, like what Warner Brothers is doing. If they're willing to scrap the Coyote versus Acme and Batgirl, who knows what studios and producers are wanting to do nowadays with money wise, and they're like, oh fuck no, I saw what happened to Ryan to that movie.
I don't know. Is the show? I can't remember. It's filming January 2025. Yes. Is it an HBO release or is it just Max as of now?
I believe it's a Max. I don't think it's an HBO.
So Penguin and Waller, then those are the two that that have been upgraded.
Hasn't been really announced yet. And apparently, Damson Idris is like the front runner for
that's what
Jon Stewart, which is like.
When Jon Stewart gets cast, I feel like there will be some news and more hype because Josh Chandler, that's not a huge name. Like it's a big name. It's a good name to get, somebody that is well known.
That's a familiar face that everyone's like, oh, I remember him from this. Fuck yeah, good for him. I'm excited to see this.
But he's not Josh Brolin level actor. Like he's just not.
Timothy Olyphant was Justified for fucking 12 seasons. His husband in Santa Clarita died, and he did all these incredible things that
he's just not that level. But
not the same.
Yeah.
Back in the day, 2011.
Right.
Give it to
this
him.
would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Telling me he went from Friday Night Lights to do that. You know?
Right, instead of Ryan Reynolds type of thing.
Nuts.
But yeah, I think that once they cast Jon Stewart and we get a little more into it, because filming doesn't begin until the beginning of next year, of 2025.
Apparently it's reported February 1st is when that's when it's supposed to start. I've read.
I feel like it'll get upgraded to an HBO release as well, because
I hope so.
If the Penguin did, I know it's a Matt Reeves project because it's tied to a successful ass movie, but shit, it's the Penguin.
Waller's not. You know
I know Waller's not. Waller's Amanda Waller. This is the Green Lantern Corps. You know, if it should definitely get that bump up too.
Booster should be the only show that's not.
Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. But then also Booster's so far down the line still because they don't even have a writing room.
No.
They don't even have a writing room anymore. That could be 2026 before they start filming. That could be in the middle of The Authority and Supergirl. That's all in pre-production. Like, we could be in the middle of that. Booster could get upgraded just because of everything around it.
Batman 2 and Supergirl all drop 2026.
Oh, hell yes. That's great.
So, if it's one thing we know about fucking Josh or Kyle Chandler, whichever, I always forget your name, man. If we know two things we know about him in his acting career. Number one, damn hell of a coach and mentor. And what else?
The man believed in Saracen when nobody else did. They didn't believe he should. And he believed anyway.
He's a damn good detective and police officer and man of the law.
I'll tell you real quick. We talk about best TV fathers of all time. Matt Saracen's father is one of the worst TV fathers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember his story?
No, just beat him, didn't he?
No, he is the soldier from Iraq. He's in Iraq for the first 3 seasons, and he comes back Saracen's senior year. Saracen's killing it, got scholarship prospects or college prospects or whatever, and he's back. He's back from his tour of duty, and then he voluntarily goes back to war just because he can't.
Yeah, he can't process it.
I think they framed it as he wanted to get away from Matt, but it was a more complex issue he couldn't live civilian life after being over there.
Yeah,
but
in the midst of
through the lens of Matt Saracen, it was like he wanted to get away from him. So yeah, like one of the worst TV dads of all time from that perspective is Matt Saracen's dad.
Yeah,
that's some fuck shit. It was always fucking heartbreaking. His whole thing.
They just announced some concept art for the Justice League.
They did. This is
a new crossover.
This is on the heels of what if Mickey Mouse were the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
The Justice League, they really decided to step it up.
They said, yeah, I mean, you have Mickey, that's all you have for like to do like a what if, like an IP address. You know what we got? Sonic, bitch.
Yeah. What if we race Ben Cyborg, you know? What if we make Tails Cyborg?
Why not? He is the smart one. He is
let's make Knuckles Superman. You know, fuck it.
He's the strongest one.
Fuck it.
Yep.
I'm down.
Sonic is obviously the Flash.
Sonic is obviously the
Amy
Flash.
will be Supergirl or Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
It
looks absolutely incredible. Written by Ian Flynn, releasing March 2025. Sonic X Justice League is the title. It's just a crossover comic series dropping. So we got
Sonic X.
It's
fucking gang.
See, and that's the thing, because it's Sonic X Justice League. It's not a little X like Sonic and the Justice League. It's Sonic Big X Justice League.
Okay, so it's off the.
It's Sonic X Justice League. Okay, I don't read that how you will.
No,
I don't know.
I believe it's from the actual comic they're doing it, which is Sonic X, and from the TV show, which is canonically correct. So that
cool. I don't know.
Shadow could be in this.
Yeah, and it says Justice League. There's only 4 concept art shown: Superman, Cyborg, Flash, and Wonder Woman. So, like, they're doing the full Justice League.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many characters we have not seen yet.
Shadow's gonna be Batman.
Gotta be.
Shadow's gotta be Batman.
Which is just great because, okay, so who is Shadow in the Sonic movie right now? Sonic 3. It's Keanu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In DC League of Super Pets, who is Batman, it was Keanu. And now in the comics, we got Shadow as Batman.
Dude.
It's just Keanu as Keanu's other character.
And Dr. Eggman.
Who's doing it better, bro?
Dr. Eggman, Lex Luthor. He's already bald. There it is.
Fucking killed it. Oh, hell yeah.
We're already getting it. It's great.
I love it.
It's so awesome. Dude.
It's great, man.
This genuinely
DC's killing it right now. DC's killing it.
Dude, who would have thought?
Not me 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago, not us. But now look at us. James Gunn, give us a call. Dude. Please, James Gunn.
Yeah, they're killing it, man. Let's talk about their first 2 releases of DC Studios. They are absolutely killing it right now.
Yeah.
First release was Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. It is a limited release, but it's getting a full release later this year.
Yep.
It's just the story of Christopher Reeve as Superman. James Gunn endorsed, James Gunn produced, or whatever, like ordered. Yep. I don't know what the proper word is, but
greenlit.
Yeah, greenlit. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the first project. It's
got
100%.
Insanely well.
Yeah, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, on both scores.
Yeah.
So from fans and the critics.
Which is otherworldly.
Yeah, just unbelievable. And the second project that dropped, as of now filming this, episode 1 of The Penguins, the only episode that's dropped, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes and 89% fan score.
Dude.
First 2 projects of the DC Studios, man.
And you know it comes out.
And it's just gets crazier from here.
Yeah, dude. We get Creature Commandos. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
Genuinely excited.
Creature Commando, Supergirl is officially in pre-production. The Authority is. Yep. All the filming begins early next year on that.
We just got fucking Hal Jordan. Like, we're close to getting Jon Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
The Penguin is so good, ladies and gentlemen.
It is really good. We got to save it, bro.
We'll do that for another episode. But, man.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I saw Supergirl news, kind of. So we said in the last topics episode 91, that Alexander Schoenartz, I can't remember his name. He was cast as something of the Yellow Hills, Crime of the Yellow Hills as the villain.
Yeah.
He had officially confirmed it in an interview that he is playing that. And then further news on that, it was reported that, of course, David Cornsweet Superman will make an appearance in Supergirl. Of course. But that was like an official report or something from...
It's almost as if James Gunn's doing it correctly.
It's almost as if it makes sense to have Black Adam in a Shazam movie.
Huh.
You know?
It's almost like, he's got pointy ears? Yeah, because Black Adam has pointy ears, and that's...
Yeah.
He has that. You know, it doesn't have to be the hierarchy has to change forever. It could just be y'all doing y'all's fucking jobs correctly. It doesn't be an ego trip. I guess that's what happens when you try to make good films, right? things are all canonically together, and you have other people showing up at good prices and good things because they want to make the story go correctly. You know, it's almost as if in James we trust, my handsome friend.
In James we trust. You're damn right.
That's a widow we so crazy. Who would have thought?
Just us.
Just us. Goodness.
The only thing DC isn't doing good right now. We'll talk about that for a minute.
Okay.
Fortnite.
Yep.
That is the only thing DC is not doing good right now.
Yep.
You know the last new skin they dropped in Fortnite?
Was it Batman?
It was Black Adam. For the Black Adam movie. That was the last new DC skin in the shop. Batman Day was September 21st. They did not even have a Batman offer, like an old Batman offer. DC Fortnite is just dead at this point. Like, it is non-existent. Like movies that have dropped since Black Adam, the Shazam movie, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2.
Yep.
Right.
We didn't even get a second suit.
We've had the Harley Quinn show, the Kite Man show. We've had Batman Cape Crusader. Like, we've had all sorts of animated shows and DC EU shows and movies.
Yakuza.
Yeah, Batman Yakuza.
Right. We got Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Suicide Squad Isekai. Like, with all of the crazy shit, like, there is just absolutely nothing DC that is dropped in the Fortnite shop.
You know why?
Tell me why.
I'll tell you why. James Gunn's waiting.
Well,
those are old remnants.
Oh yeah.
The fuck they do.
No, I think a bigger part of it is that Disney is like a major investor in Epic now, and Disney is Marvel. So I think that has way more to do with it than anything else.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, because the fact nothing for Batman Day. Nothing, not even an old, like the Batman Zero skin in the shop for an offer for Batman Day.
Man, that's genuinely
crazy. It's Disney.
Blew my theory out of the water. Yeah. It was James Gunn's getting new suits and everyone's getting this. So why the fuck are they going to do old stuff when we're about to get Bold Cut and Pavilion? You know what I mean? Stuff like
I would hope it was something like that, but I just know there's no way it is.
No, you're right. It's literally Disney. No.
Yeah, it's been since Black Adam, which was 2022. I think was Black Adam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was like October of 22. Yeah. And it's like, how many skins are there in the game anyway? Like, there are like less than 30 DC skins, I would say. 20 DC skins.
Not even, the full Justice League's not even in it.
Right, we got like half of the Teen Titans. And one of the skins is like, one of the DC skins is Clark Kent. Like, that's one of the skins that you have to count is actually not Superman.
Yeah, you don't even have Robin or Nightwing. You have Starfire, but not Cyborg.
Right. It's just insane. It's insane.
And you have Raven.
You got like the Batman who laughs, but you don't have Robin. What sense does that make?
But you don't have Robin. You know what I mean? Or Nightwing. Just whatever, dude. Get over it. You don't have Green Arrow. Green Arrow would have been sick, but you got Hawkeye. I got it. Whatever, dude. It's fine.
It's all right.
It's okay.
DC's killing it though. Other than that.
Yeah. You know what also is killing it?
What's that?
Netflix in the only aspect we care about. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's true.
Officially begun filming.
Yes. Season 2 is filming.
Yes, and they casted Toph. They showed a nice little video with the whole Earth. I love it.
Yep. I saw, so I think it was a Netflix Geeked event, I think is what it's called.
I think so.
They dropped a bunch of news for the live action One Piece, the live action Avatar, and whatever other geeky shit they got going, a bunch of anime stuff, news. So yeah, season 2 is officially in pre-production. It's filming right now. Toph has been cast. It is not a name I know. I took a screenshot of it, but I guess it didn't get sent to the chat. I can't remember her name, but she's been cast.
We cannot wait.
It's gonna be exciting.
Season 1 was incredible.
Yeah, the little teaser thing for the Earthbender was fucking sick. I'm super stoked, man.
You know what? I know what you're even more stoked for. Shogun.
Shogun's killing it,
dude.
I am stoked for Shogun, but I am hesitant at the same time.
You have been since the first episode. You're like, hey man, did you ever see the show Shogun? I was like, nope. And you're like, well, you probably should. This is amazing. It
is the best show that I read this year.
Yeah,
it is an excellent fucking show because I don't speak Japanese clearly.
Yeah, but the subtitles.
Yeah, but I read all 8 episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, season 1 won every award you could win at the fucking Emmys and whatnot. I don't know the proper award shows. They won a ton of awards for casting, for lighting. I know the female lead won like best actor or whatever. So a lot of awards. They got season 2 and season 3 ordered by FX. But the issue is they adapted the whole book in season 1, right? So the whole book has been adapted. So anything further is not going to be adapted from something already written. It will be continued from the story from the show.
Okay.
So going forward, I'm hesitant because not that I've read the book or anything, but the show was like very faithful in a lot of key aspects to the book. Like there was some shit with the white guy, the Anjin, that it was, he was like more white savior in the book, and in the show they stripped that from him. They just made him the white barbarian, dirty Englishman that he should have been.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Instead of like the white man saving the savages kind of thing. I think that was kind of the vibe in the book, but it was like real faithful to like the Japanese culture in the show or whatever. Yeah, so going forward, I don't know. Filming is going to start in 2025. It's going to be written by the co-creators of the show. So those are the two people that are writing it. Rachel Kondo and Justin Marks. But shit, dude, I don't fucking know.
It's going to be amazing.
I don't know, dude. Like the content is going to be largely original because they adapted like 90% of the book for season 1. But the two writers are working with the estate of the author of the book. I guess he's passed away. So they're working with the estate to develop the next 2 seasons. So I don't know what the hell that means. So I'm hesitant on it, but I'm excited.
Because it could be a Game of Thrones situation.
That's what I'm hoping it's not, is like a season 8 Game of Thrones. Yeah. Because season 1 was genuinely so good, like the first few seasons of Game of Thrones was. Oh, dude. You know, same type of thing. Same type of thing. I don't know. So this is one of the crazier tweets I've read recently. God damn you. God damn you, Doug. These are one of the tweets that I have read recently. So Mr. Wonderful has been cast alongside Timothée Chalamet, Tyler the Creator, and Gwyneth Paltrow in Josh Safdie's Ping Pong biopic. Josh Safdie is obviously the director or whatever, not the ping pong player, but Mr. Wonderful, Timothée Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Tyler the Creator. That is the cast for this ping pong movie coming to produced by A24. Okay. I don't know what to do with this information. But I just read it and I said I need to talk about it. At least say it out loud to you. Yeah. Because I don't know what the fuck this cast is gonna do. I don't know. I'm down for a Chalamet flick, but what does Mr. Wonderful and Tyler the Creator have to do here?
Soundtrack is going to be amazing.
I'm down, but like, what the fuck?
Tyler the Creator's going to put on a hell of a soundtrack.
Abbott Elementary, The Bear. There are other shows like that, but I can't think of them right now. But they are sticking to the old style of shows. A season every year. Yep. Every fall is when it should come out, right? Every fall or whatever. Like, that's Abbott Elementary. Yep. That's The Bear. So Josh Landgraf reveals that The Bear Season 4 is going to be ready for summer 2025 release. The show will have had 4 seasons in 4 years, which is how a show should be fucking made. There does not need to be a 4-year gap between episodes.
Thank you.
Like Euphoria, like Invincible, like all these goddamn Stranger Things, like all of these shows on streaming sites that just go these insane gaps. It's crazy.
We're gonna get fucking Richie back for The Bear season 5 before we get Invincible season 3.
Right.
He's gonna be done playing The Thing.
We'll get season 5 of The Bear before Fantastic Four ever comes out.
Oh yeah.
We might. I don't know. That may be dramatic.
No, there'll be reshoots. If it's one thing Marvel does is bad CGI. And
they reshoot, now. Baby. Yeah, they do reshoot.
You know who doesn't? James Gunn. Speaking of James Gunn and incredible other things, John Cena.
Yes.
John Cena. Love it.
He just got cast as the lead in the Matchbox movie, my friend.
And if it's one thing I fucks with, John Cena.
It's John Cena. Do you think they watched him in Fast 10 and saw him take his own airplane onto the airplane and said, that man has got to be in this movie? He's got to do it. He gets it.
Dude. That's Mermaid Ken.
Yeah.
You know, it is. Movie, you know what I mean? It's just...
Yep.
That's Ricky Stenicki.
That's for Ricky motherfreaking Stenicki. What an underrated role. It did not get talked about at all. No. For like 4 days when it dropped, it got talked about. But he should have gotten more praise for that.
They did the Bad Friends podcast, and that was like the most publicity it
Yes.
got in the slightest.
Which was a great podcast. I really enjoyed it.
Bobby
I really
Lee
enjoyed
hugging
it.
Zac Efron is everything I've wanted in my entire life.
Zac Efron saying, "Did you audition?" to Bobby Lee because he was like trying to. Why didn't you put me in the movie? Why'd you put Andrew in? Did you audition? What? That was such a
Bobby
good one,
goes,
dude.
No.
Well, of course not.
What? Oh, I love Zac Efron just genuinely learning Bobby Lee like in real time. It's just like I love this man.
It's so good, man.
So wholesome. Fucking Zac Efron, you're the best. But John Cena in the new Matchbox movie.
I don't know what the plot's gonna be. I don't know what the rest of the cast is gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna tie into Matchbox in general. But I just know that John Cena as an actor has no bigger fan than me and you, and we're gonna be there day fucking one.
Oh, without a doubt.
Day one.
Without a doubt.
Day one.
As long as it doesn't interfere with his work in the DC universe.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. No, without a doubt. Now, finally, there's something that you and I have been talking about for a cool minute. All right. Is Oscar Isaac as in his little multiversal animated film. But if it's one thing you and I not have 1,000% on our fucking bingo cards, besides Oscar Isaac playing an animated Jesus, for the third time, is a sequel to Passion of the Christ.
I did not see number 2 coming. No. I did not see the sequel. To be honest, I never saw the first one, so I kind of thought they did the whole story. But apparently, I guess number 2 will be the resurrection.
Dude, Passion of the Christ 2, Jesus Strikes Back. I'm telling you right now.
If you think, it's a lot like Aquaman 2, if you think about it. You know how Black Manta came back and he just had the scar and they didn't think about it? I think that they probably just in this movie cut back all of that. They just cut back and he's here and just all right to the action, I would say.
I hope they don't take it seriously and disrespect it. And King Batch is in it, and he's one of the guys that it's like, is that Jesus coming back?
See, I don't see King Batch, but I think they could do. I think they could do some Spider-Verse shit where Oscar Isaac's Jesus does show up because he's doing the multiversal thing. No,
I just mean as King Batch, one of the guys that just sees Jesus come out of the. That's what I mean. He's like
he's just holding his big spoon or something. Like, what are you saying?
He's like, what? He's like, where you been? I thought you died. And then just King Batch fucks off for the rest of the movie.
Jesus is like, King Batch, why do you have a watermelon, dude? This is ancient times.
They didn't have these back then.
You don't have to do this, man.
What the fuck is your problem?
Vine's been dead for years.
Dude. He still holds the Guinness World Record.
Yeah, I know. I saw him bragging on TikTok, dude.
Laughing so goddamn hard.
Oh, he holds on to it, too.
That's fine, dude. He was in the Babysitter Killer movies 1 and 2.
You're kidding.
How about you watch them?
You're kidding.
With Stephen Amell's much more attractive and better acting younger cousin Robbie Amell and Bella Thorne.
What?
Yeah. You ever seen Pitch Perfect?
Of course.
You know the Asian girl that beatboxes that's real quiet?
Sure.
She's in it as well.
I don't know how I've missed it.
I don't
know how I've missed it. My whole opinion's changed on it.
Who's in the sequel? A young Jenna Ortega. Yeah,
What?
It's just like, yeah, dude, it's crazy. I'm talking,
dude,
like Bella Thorne, dude.
The Spiderweb's fucking
Netflix original and Netflix sequel original. It doesn't get better than that, dude.
No,
he
clearly not.
He conquered everything.
You're damn right.
It was just, Anyway. Yeah, Passion of the Christ 2, Jesus Strikes Back is going to be otherworldly. Oscar Isaac doesn't make an appearance. I'm going to be pissed,
man.
I want it to be a post-credit scene like Avengers Nick Fury event. That's all I want, dude. Please, if we can get anything right in this world, it's Oscar Isaac just showing up in an animated CGI form being like, Mr. Christ, I have a mission for you. I'm gathering a team.
I'm gathering a team.
Dude, I'm gathering a team. He has an eye patch because of what happens in the animated movie. We'll find out,
He's like, you don't want me, you want the other guy.
Yeah.
He's like, what does that mean, Jesus? He's like, I am all three.
Points out the
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Right. But we want you. I'm getting a team together. Yeah, I already got Jim Carrey because he was Bruce Almighty.
Oh, true.
Yeah. And Steve Carell.
Yeah.
He was Evan Almighty.
Were they more powerful than Morgan Freeman, though? Because he was the real God.
He was God.
So what were they?
they're Jesus.
Oh no, they were like Moses, weren't
Yeah,
they?
something like that.
Yeah. The one built an ark.
Or
Noah. He'd be Noah.
And other boy was.
I can't remember what Evan Almighty was.
Evan was Steve Carell, and that was the arc.
Oh, what was
and
the other
then
one?
Bruce was Jim Carrey's, and it was essentially about him gaining humility and.
Oh yeah. He did like the.
Not Peter.
He pulled like the moon closer and shit like that stuff, and he like answered everybody's prayers or whatever. Yeah.
Essentially, like, what if I could be God for a day?
Dude, the multiverse is gonna be crazy.
Dude, you're telling me.
I'm ready. Passion of the Christ 2, man.
Passion of the Christ 2, Jesus Strikes Back is gonna be insane, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm down.
Right there. Oh man.
God.
Goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Dougie McDoubles, and this is Ray McFlurry II, the lead of Saturday Morning Cartoons, and I tell you right now, I'm so nervous for Oscar Isaac. Be safe, guys.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
End credits? But I don't want it to end!